to the music industry. Hold on, we live on YouTube also. You know, but right now, this is Fast Lane. We live on both TikTok and YouTube, and we talking about Bim from the Supreme Team. And like I said, that's Deb's little brother. That's Waka Flocka's uncle. This guy's been close to hip hop. He real close to hip hop. So when you think about the connections he's made and the people that he's been around, you know, the influence that he may have had present in the room. His sister's been managing some big names in hip hop. Gucci Mane, Nicki Minaj, OJ the Juice Man. You know what I'm saying? And you got a situation where you're starting to see a lot of weird stuff happening. Look at all the Gucci Mane's artists. They all going to jail, right? They all, you look up, they all in, everybody he signed. But we stuck on Gucci Mane being a clone. And yeah, that's a different Gucci Mane. That's the federal plant. Nah. They didn't already planted a seed within the camp throughout hip hop. Like let's be honest, man. Law enforcement has infiltrated hip hop a long time ago. Most of the information that you hear about some of the old stories that happened in hip hop is coming from who? Law enforcement. You got Reggie Wright Jr. over in the West Coast, who was the lead security for Death Row. You got Eugene Dill, who was the head of security at Bad Boy, who was admitted. He said he was a former parole officer. He was a parole officer on the side. You know what I'm saying? Now I know he's not police, but he got connections. Reggie Wright Jr., him and his dad was police out in Compton. So law enforcement's been infiltrated hip hop. It's been, but you know, Bim was really in the streets. He was in the streets with the Supreme Team. You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't know, yeah, Supreme, he gone forever. They got him in federal prison doing like double and triple life. He's not coming home unless he finds a loophole or unless he starts telling. But we got to stop being surprised by these people turning out to be rats. I want to play a video, right? Rest in peace to Prodigy. Rest in peace to Prodigy and Mobb Deep. Now I'm gonna take my headphones out. Hold on, I'm gonna take my headphones out so that everybody in TikTok can hear this video from Prodigy. It was done years before he passed away, but he brought up some real interesting points in this video. And you know what? You can't ignore it. You can't ignore the facts that he about to spit. Let me make sure it's loud enough so that the people on TikTok can hear it also. But let's play the video.
Right. And I'm making it happen now. And I'm a powerful nigga because I got millions of fans with Mobb Deep and Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. I'm using that power.
Hold on, y'all. I got to turn the volume up. I got to turn the volume up a little bit.
Powerful.
Where am I? All right, we're right here. Let's turn the volume all the way up so everybody on TikTok can hear it also.
Nigga too. Pac knew about all that shit. Why you think they murdered that nigga? It wasn't no rap war. It wasn't because he jumped that nigga Orlando. No. That's a motherfucking lie. Government killed Pac. The feds had something to do with it. They set that nigga up. And they had something to do with Biggie getting killed too. And then they tried to make it look like a rap war. Yo, if Pac was still alive, we would be on the same team. Why you think I said that in my rhyme on the Return of the Mac? If Pac was still alive, we'd be on the same team. We got bigger fish to fry than that nigga's brain. And when the bigger fish I'm talking about is this motherfucking government, this corrupt ass system, and these motherfucking cops. Like fuck beefing with Supreme. Like nigga, and whoever And the niggas that set Pac up, I ain't even gonna say no names. They know who they are. Niggas that set Pac up in Quad Studio and had him shot. Yo, basically what I'm trying to say is, fuck beefing with all these street niggas. And yo, we need to get together and fucking go at the government, son, the military, all these motherfuckers that's corrupting our minds.
Yo, y'all hear this man speaking right now? My man said, fuck all the street beefs. Fuck going at other people that look like you or don't look like you. Everybody need to come together and, you know what I'm saying, have the government working for us, because we damn sure working for the government right now. He said, put your petty differences aside and let's get organized. Now, again, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not in any way encouraging any acts of violence at all. I'm just sharing the video, but
brains, the Food and Drug Administration, Hollywood, you name it, healthcare, everything is connected. It's all crooked. They got this whole world fucked up. They got our minds fucked up, and that's what I meant when I said me and Pac would be on the same team, because E-Money Bags and Majesty was Pac's homies. Stretch, Majesty's brother. They got killed in Hollis in his car. Who you think he used to run with all the time? The nigga was in mad movies with Pac. And I ain't realized that until me and Bags started getting mad cooler. When me and Bags started really, really getting cool and started really getting tight with each other, these niggas started telling me mad shit about, yo, Pac was our people. He used to be with us I was like, word? And Bags was the first nigga to tell me, yo, Pac was still alive. Y'all niggas would be down together, because I would have squashed all it. Bags told me himself, yo, I would have, and Madge. Madge was like, yo, I would have squashed that beef with y'all niggas, and y'all niggas would have been down with each other, yo. Because both of y'all niggas had the same mind state. We both on some motherfucking fuck that, you know what I'm saying, political shit. Like, we not having it. You know what I'm saying? We on some rebel shit. Pac was raised by the Black Panthers. Man, I got so much shit to say, man. So much shit on my mind. I'm gonna just let it out. Like, for example, why are they making all these movies right now about snitches? American Gangster, Frank Lucas. He's a fucking snitch. What's the other nigga? Nicky Barnes.
Yo, I thought about this a long time ago. They've been glorifying the rats. You know what I'm saying? Why all of a sudden, when you turn on your TV or your favorite gangster movie come about, the only one left standing is the rats. They're the only ones left to tell the story. And it's all facts. And listen, I don't even want to turn this into a generational thing, because the news of Bim being the confidential informant, allegedly, is telling you that, yo, this has been going on for a minute. He brought up Nicky Barnes and Frank Lucas. That was the 70s. Bro. We're in 2024. That's at least 2 generations. So, yeah, it's been going on. People been cooperating with the government. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's only the black folks that's actually taking on that culture of not telling. I'm keeping it a buck, because I've been to these jails. I've been in these penitentiaries. Everybody else is telling. The Italians, man, they telling on their own family. So yeah, I mean, you know, for whatever reason, that sticking to the G code and not telling, that was heavily pushed on black folks. And I'm not even condoning it. I'm not condoning telling. I'm just telling you, we the only ones that's really sticking to that G code. But let me let my man Prodigy finish cooking.
He's a fucking snitch. Why are they making movies about snitches? Why there's no movie about Wayne Perry in DC? Why is no movie about Atulu Shakur and all these motherfucking niggas that's locked up doing life? You know what I'm saying? Because they on some real rebel political shit. Why ain't no movies about these niggas? You know what I'm saying? The only movies that you see made is like about snitch ass niggas, man. They promoting snitching. Hey yo, my man Eddie from Branson, you know what I'm saying, the buzz spot uptown. That nigga gave me a book back in the days that was called Snitch Culture, and how America and the powers that be are promoting snitching. They want niggas to snitch on each other. They want people in the streets to call certain, if you see somebody that looks suspicious, look like a terrorist, call this number, blah, 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 blah. They want you to snitch. They raising snitches right now in the millennium. They raising a bunch of snitches. And that's not how it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck snitching. We got other things to worry about. Let's snitch. All right, you want to snitch? Let's snitch. Like right now, I'm snitching on the government. I'm snitching on the Illuminati. I'm snitching on the military. I'm snitching on the fucking religion. I'm snitching on some real shit. I ain't snitching on my brothers in the street. You know what I'm saying? You don't snitch on your brothers in the street. You snitch on niggas like the government. You let the world know, yo, these niggas is corrupt. These niggas doing foul shit. And you show the facts. And you show why and how it's all going down. And that's a real snitch. Because you snitching to your brothers about the government. You're not snitching to the government about your brothers. You understand?
I never thought of that. Will we label the whistleblowers and the conspiracy theorists? Will we label them snitches? Because I mean, when you really think about it, these so-called whistleblowers, these people that's like, you know, exposing what's going on behind our backs or in front of our eyes, they was once co-conspirators. They was with it. I mean, you really think about it. What's the one kid, Eric Snowden, dude that's over in Russia? He worked for them. He was in compliance. Yeah, eventually he started whistleblowing. But at one point, he was a co-conspirator. A lot of these whistleblowers. I know America loves Trump right now. I know they do. But Trump was with him at one point. And some people believe he's trying to expose the deep state. He was a part of it. But at the same time, though, if you know, you know. You're not going to know nothing if you ain't a part of nothing. But yeah, they was once co-conspirators. And you got the brother, yo, rest in peace to Prodigy, man. Rest in peace to him, man. I didn't, you know, I knew Prodigy was an ill dude. I knew he was an ill dude, but you know what I'm saying? He really he been talking about shit like this. In his raps, interviews, all that. He been speaking on this shit. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta understand the war tactics. You got a music industry that's getting rich. I mean, it's worth billions of dollars. You don't think they're gonna want some inside information? What they spending their money on? How they partying? What they, you know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah, they got people out there. They trying to find out what's moving and shaking within the music industry. They said Bimmy had a code name. He had a code name. All the weird stuff that's been going on in hip hop since the mid 90s, early 2000s, until now, all the way. I mean, RICO cases. You see Nicki Minaj do a track with Tekashi 6ix9ine. And we was wondering, like, yo, why she doing this track? Because she already know. Like, man, everybody telling. What you, Tekashi 6ix9ine been telling y'all. And listen, everybody telling. So this news can't surprise nobody. It really can't. Is people gonna look at him different? Yeah. But trust me, if it really start getting ugly, you're gonna start hearing about all these names. I watched the video recently. Shout out to Brian Glaze. You know what I'm saying? He basically said, "Yo, dude is a politician. Dude been he been shiesty. You know what I'm saying?" King Ernest said that Bim was calling him up. I seen Bim on Gully TV. I mean, I guess he trying to explain himself, but here's the thing, right? We cannot be surprised by this information. To be honest with you, people been whispering low key about this for a minute. Like, yo, he only got 3 years. I mean, yo, the rest of the Supreme team got time. And you got to think about it. It wasn't just the Supreme team. It was Fat Cat, Pappy. Yo, Bimmy was around all that, man. He's around all that. Then now he in hip hop. They just had a what was it, a Hulu special on hip hop. They just celebrated 50 years of hip hop up in New York. He was on that Hulu special, telling you how he got his fingerprints is all throughout the music industry, all throughout the music industry. And you got rappers out here that's just getting case at the case at the case at the case at the case. You don't think they getting inside information? Trust me, Bim ain't the only one. Bim is not the only one. It's just his turn to get exposed. Let's finish out this Prodigy video real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Peep that. That's some game for your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like straight like that, man. Come on, man. I would never tell on no nigga on the street and get a nigga locked up. Never. Ever. I don't give a fuck. Shit. Like, pee on some new shit, nigga.
All right, yo, like that's pretty much. That was the end of that video right there. You know. Oh. Yo,
Tell me, I can.
Don't play that. I don't need to get a copyright strike. They about to start playing Prodigy music. We ain't here for all that right now. But I don't know. Listen, there might be a lot of people disappointed with this news about Bimmy. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you're going to feel bamboozled. You're going to feel like you got finessed. Because, you know, people be getting like this false sense of character when they hear about these rappers or these entertainers. At the end of the day, they regular people like you and me. And trust me, they got a lot more to lose. A case for a dude like me, a regular smuggler dude like me, will hurt me. Imagine what they got. They got all this stuff going on. They got all these business ventures. They got investors, all this. Man, imagine what they would lose. So, of course, at the end of the day, they with it. They with telling. They with all that. You know? Hold on. I'm going to drop the link, man. See if anybody want to come up here and talk about this situation right here. Because, you know, and to be honest with you, right? Oh, let me see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the link is dropped. Anybody want to come up here and speak on? But again, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all by this news. dudes. I got to keep it all the way a buck. There's nothing that I've seen on the internet that I didn't see in real life. And I'm just being honest. I remember being 19 years old, hearing about one of my old heads, cooperating, and people still accepted him. He still roamed the streets. Like, for the most part, it was the dudes that was like, he ain't telling on me. I seen that already. I seen that when I was a teenager. They accepting all this. Like he said, the American culture is becoming a rat culture. And listen, I'm not saying, I'm not up here condoning any type of violence, any type of crimes. I know what snitching is. I know the difference. If you go out here, you do something to a normal everyday citizen, and he called the police on you, you bought that. You bought that. I don't want to hear, oh, he snitched on me. No, you bought that, bro. He not out here getting busy. He don't deserve that. He your shit. You know what I'm saying? People out here, doing stuff to the weak, kids, all that. Like, come on, bro. I was once told you couldn't tell on the dude that's messing with kids. No. I agree with that. Yo, you out here, you harming kids, you don't. Nah, bro, you gotta go. But no, real shit. You got people out here confusing that with telling. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you run around here, you doing something with your man, you get caught and you tell him to come out. Like, yo, they got us. No, they got you. They got you. That's snitching. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these street codes, a lot of people got finessed into believing in a lot of this shit, man. A lot of it. But that comes with the colonization of a civilization. You being taught how to act or how to react to certain situations. But this particular situation right here with Bim, yeah, people got to look a little bit deeper. You got to look a lot deeper. It's just not about what he was telling them. He was labeled a confidential informant. That don't mean you just told one time and that's it. No. He was feeding them information over the course of time. Now, we don't know exactly what case he was involved in or anything like that. But again, look at the people he close to. Look at his family. Walker, they all was in Atlanta. What's going on in Atlanta right now? New York, man, listen. They say New York is the rat capital. I ain't got no beef with nobody from New York or nothing like that, but a lot of these famous rats that Prodigy was talking about was from New York. I mean, they really from New York. Frank Lucas, Nicky Barnes, 6ix9ine. A lot of these dudes is from New York. Especially the ones that they really like. Alpo. Who was more famous than Alpo? And he wasn't even a rapper. He wasn't even an entertainer. But Alpo name rang throughout this culture. People know about him. But yeah, they put him on a pedestal. They put Alpo on a pedestal. He came home. This dude was so arrogant. He came home and went right to New York. He riding around in bikes, all that, man. He said he was the king. When he come home, he gonna be king again. It didn't last long, But there's people cooperating throughout, all over. Anywhere there's a hood, anywhere that there's crime being committed, there's going to be some snitches. There's going to be some confidential informants. That's everywhere. That's in every phase, even at the workplace. You think it's a game? There's somebody that will sell you out to your supervisor, to your boss. They're everywhere, yo. They everywhere. You ain't necessarily got to be committing no crimes or doing anything wrong. Somebody looking to tell on you. They want to audit you all of a sudden. They want to look into your finances. Like, man, that's all over, man. This just goes to show you how vulnerable people really are. How gullible a lot of people are. These dudes is coming on the internet. The only difference now, these dudes is coming on the internet and they continue they snitching. You thinking that they just telling they life story, or you know what I'm saying, or I got convicted for it already, so I could speak on it. Man, it's an old saying, like, you're not even supposed to admit this type of thing exists. But you know they are. They coming on here, they telling y'all, like, look what's going on the West Coast. Like, you got Keefe D. How many interviews Keefe D been on talking about how him, his nephew, and two other dudes shot down Tupac? Huh? Who made? And you know what's funny, right? That detective, Greg Caden, right? The dude that put out that little DVD, that documentary or whatever. He wasn't talking how we talking now. Back in the day, he said, "Oh no, Keefe D, we made him queen for a day." He signed a proffer agreement. As long as he told us the truth, we wasn't going to bother him. We was going to let him live. It's fine for him to do interviews because people was asking questions like, "Yo, if you know who did this to Tupac and Biggie, why ain't nobody get arrested yet?" He gave y'all every excuse under the sun. Oh, the prosecutors wouldn't prosecute a big name like Puffy. Or, you know, people don't even want to bother this case no more. We solved the crime, but we can't build the case. I'm retired. I'm just writing a book and doing the tell-all. But now he's letting you know, oh yeah, he got federal immunity. He ain't get state immunity. Oh, he got, like, yo, you don't think Keefe D then went over all this information with his lawyers? You don't think he went over all this information with law enforcement before he went on his world tour of interviews? Come on now. They played him. They playing us too, because they got us believing they bullshit. Yo, that's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. If he signed the proffer agreement, he was queen for a day. That information wasn't even supposed to get out there, but it did. Like this Bimmy information, I'm pretty sure Bimmy was promised this would never get out to the public. He was just a confidential informant. Since when they started exposing their CIs, listen, true story. I had a court case. I had a whole case that I won just because the police officers did not want to reveal their confidential informant. This is like 20 years ago. But here in 2023, they're freely just releasing this information to the public. The boy Brian Glaze said they wanted 1090 Jake to expose Bim, but Zip with the drip beat him to the punch. That's probably why the story really ain't as big as it is. If 1090 Jake would have released it, yeah, the whole internet will be talking about Bim being a confidential informant. So right there, you can see how the industry works. You know what I'm saying? All this whole game is rigged, for real. This whole game is rigged. And now you got people up here like, no, say it ain't so. I got somebody in the comments right now. Tell me this ain't real. Eric, apparently it is. Apparently it is. And it's a dirty game. Yo, they playing dirty. They playing dirty. Who put this information out there for the public to know? Why is this information being brought out now? They possibly put this man's life in danger. His life is possibly in danger right now because somebody wanted to release information about him being a confidential informant. What? I'm telling you right now, they don't do that. They don't usually do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they keep that information tucked because obviously he could still be gaining valuable information for them. Did he stop? I thought you couldn't stop giving the feds information. You know, I mean, you got to look at that too. Okay, I'm fair. I'm definitely fair. How is my man? How is this information being put out there? But he was just labeled as a confidential. That's just weird to me. That's weird to me. They usually don't disclose their sources like that unless they gotta bring them into court. And according to the page, he ain't never have to like literally testify against nobody. I'm interested to find out why was this information put out there like that? You know, because it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all, man. It's not looking good at all. But once again, we was fooled. We was fooled. Like, we be believing in these entertainers. We be believing that these people are stand-up gentlemen and stand-up guys. Nah. They will fold. They will fold. Yo, soon we're going to be waiting for the other shoe to drop. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. I mean, if the pressure really get on Bim and he needs some paper, ain't nobody fucking with him no more. He can't get these interviews, get a couple of, listen, you're going to start hearing a bunch of tell-all information. Like, yeah, this dude is an informant. This dude is a rat. He might just start ratting in these interviews, telling y'all, bringing up old cold cases that ain't been solved yet. And if that shoe drop, that's when you really going to get some entertainment. That's when you really going to get some content. This right here, this shouldn't surprise nobody, man. This shouldn't be a surprise to nobody. Honest with you. See, I interviewed a dude. Shout out to Johnny Kane. I interviewed him in jail. He's still in jail. You know what I'm saying? You know, I be amazed. I be amazed when I see these dudes on here that they make it sound like they got away with something. I want y'all to think about that. A lot of these dudes, when you see them on these Vlad TVs, these Cam Capones, the Art of Dialogue, when you see them on these platforms, and they talking about all the shit that they got, that they was doing, shit they didn't get caught for, you'd be like, yo, how was he home? You know what I'm saying? How come? You know, I'm not talking about the dudes that did 15, 20, 30. I'm not talking about them. You do 15, you do more than 10, 5, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can come home. You could tell your story on how it all went down, because we could see, yeah, you did some time. You paid your debt to society. Man, you seeing dudes doing a year and a day coming home talking reckless. Like, whoa, like, is the statute of limitations even up yet? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, you know, they think they got away with it. Only thing they got away with was, you know what I'm saying, being able to stay on the streets. Somebody allowed them to stay on the streets because they was giving up information. They were more valuable on the streets than they were in prison. That's what it all boils down to. Is this dude valuable to us in the prison, or is he valuable to us in the streets? Again, they had a name. They had a code name for this dude. He must have really been out here telling. He must have been bringing back all kinds of information. Everybody else in the Supreme Team got some real time. Everybody else got some real time. 3 years. People should have really known about it. They should have known about that then. They should have known. They should have been like, yeah, something ain't right. Listen, another true story. I had an old head come back before dinner time. This dude got booked around, I want to say 1 o'clock in the afternoon. By 5 o'clock, he was walking down the street. Ain't nobody talked to him. Because we know the process. We know the process. Even if you get arrested by mistake, they gonna run your fingerprints. Tell me I'm lying. They gonna make sure you ain't got no warrants. That's getting booked is a 6 to 12 hour process. You could have the $1 million in bail money sitting there waiting at the courthouse. You still going to be in that. That's why I looked at that Trump situation. I'm like, yo, Trump, he took a mugshot and was in and out of there. The booking process is a lot longer than that. Booking process is a lot longer than that. So yeah, we dudes always been careful. Dudes always look like, yo, you only got, you know what I'm saying? We want to ask you who your lawyer is, but at the same time, we kind of know, like, the best of them couldn't get you home that soon. Them only did 3 years. That was a major case in New York, that Supreme case. And again, that's another case, that Supreme case, that reached the top. That reached the top of the rap industry because 50 Cent was involved, Ja Rule, Murder Inc., Irv Gotti. You was a part of that. Bim was a part of that. He was a part of that. All of a sudden, Irv Gotti fighting cases. He fighting the feds. Supreme fighting the feds. Yeah. Think it's a game. You think it's a game out here. They got people everywhere. And like I said, man, listen. Bim's sister was a manager for some big names in hip hop. Big names in hip hop. And a lot of goofy shit started happening. OJ the Juice, man. He getting shot up all of a sudden. Man, listen, bro. We really don't know how deep this rabbit hole go. We really don't. We don't know how deep or how much information Bim was giving up. You might see, listen, this could be damaging for a lot of people's image, yo. A lot of people, because it gotta be more than just him. It gotta be more than just him. He was connected, but his sister wasn't managing everybody in rap. But these are how the dots connect. I ain't gonna hold you. People starting to question the BMF situation. Y'all think it's a game. Man. And that's another person that's loved. People love Big Meech. They don't even know him, but they love that dude. Listen, bro. The boy that the Lamar character is based off of said on Vlad TV and said, I never knew that you could cut a deal with the feds for nothing. I'll be lying if I tell y'all I didn't raise my eyebrow I'll be lying. I thought about that. Like, whoa, hold on. And again, I ain't got no paperwork on Meech. I'm not calling him a snitch. I'm just saying there could be some validation behind that statement. It's rare. It's very rare that you can cut a deal with the feds without giving them anything. We see his brother Terry, Southwest T, he home now. They was going state to state. They was running a cross-country drug operation from California all the way to Atlanta, St. Louis, Detroit. It's only so much you could do across state lines before the feds just roof you. I'll give you an example. R. Kelly, he in jail for the Mann Act. R. Kelly right now is in jail, federal custody for the Mann Act. The Mann Act is basically telling you that you can't get no pussy across state lines. But these dudes is moving, man, and he home. People don't know. Meech about to be home, what? 2029? We in 2024. That's 5 years from now. He might be home just in time for the BMF series finale. Think it's a game. Think it's a game. Think it's a game. It is not a game with this shit, man. It's not. It's not. But again, I'm not. Listen, I don't want nobody saying that I'm trying to put out there that Meech. I'm just saying you got to think about a lot of this shit, bro. Hip hop, the streets, they kind of go hand in hand. And it's all been infiltrated. It's all been infiltrated. Think about if they got Bim in pocket, if they had Bim to be a confidential informant, how many low-level dudes did they have in pocket? How many low-level street dealers are cats that just wanted to be down, you know, with the stars of the game? Y'all do know informants get paid a lot of money, right? Yeah, there's people out there that made anywhere from $80,000 to 6 figures being a confidential informant for law enforcement. Think about that. That's what I said. If people say the streets is a myth, no, y'all just gotta leave the streets alone. There's nothing there for y'all. Leave the streets alone. There's nothing wrong with a warm bed, a hot meal, a family, a white. You get you some in-house pussy. That's the best thing you could possibly do. And you know you could treat yourself to it at any time. You know you want to cheat. You want a life hack. Get you a family. You'll never spend the night alone. You always have someone to talk to. You know what I'm saying? You could really be the king of your castle. You could. You really can. You could conquer your house. Unless you just some soft dude that let everybody walk all over you. Your wife walking all over you, your kids walking all over you. Unless you that guy. But if you're not, you know, you ain't gotta be out in the streets proving something that's to everybody. Man, start a family, start a kingdom in your house. Make it the palace. You could name it. You could get creative with it. You could put a small statue of yourself in the living room. You know what I mean? Just be real narcissistic with it. You know what I'm saying? But leave the streets alone, man. Leave the streets alone. There's nothing there. There's nothing there at all. You know? I mean, and this is the thing. Even if you like having like a little fun, you like, you know, self-medicating, you can do that all from the comfort of your own home. You ain't got to put your life at risk. Leave them streets alone, man. Leave the streets alone. I think that's the biggest takeaway that we got. Because I'm not here to try to, you know, bash somebody's character or you know, kick them while they down. I'm not here to do that. I think what we could do, we could take this as a learning experience, you know, because I can't say that I fell victim to, you know, anything. I made my choices. I made my decisions. I made a lot of wrong choices. I made a lot of wrong decisions playing in these streets. We don't got to no more. We never really had to, for real, for real. You know, yeah, it was harder on some of us, and we saw the fast money, and we saw, you know, all the perks that came with it. But when it comes down to those consequences, when you gotta pay the piper, man, it's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling that I wouldn't even wish on my worst enemy. And at 40 years old, I could confidently say, yo, uh, it's best just to leave these streets alone. Your own people would turn on you. Y'all heard the Prodigy video, right? He said they trying to get you to tell on your brother. He'll rather tell on the government. But yeah, we gotta leave these streets alone, man. These streets, they eating us alive. Literally eating you alive, locking you up, throwing away the key, and letting cats just rot in jail. Like it's disgusting. It's really disgusting, man. And everybody's like, "Oh man, Bim, not Bim. Bim couldn't. Bim is he's that guy. He's that cool dude, man. Listen, cash rules everything around me. Them dudes that got a taste of that fast life, that good life, that spoiled life, they not willing to throw that away for." He told on people he probably knew, people that he didn't know, people that he didn't give a fuck about, probably. Every man for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, his sister managed some big names in hip hop, man. Big names. Gucci man. All the Gucci artists is in jail. Y'all notice that? I heard a few months ago it's like the I don't know what is it 1017? I don't know what the name of his label is, but they labeled it a curse. They labeled signing the Gucci man as a curse. And everybody decided to go with Yo Gotti. Like, I'm gonna go sign with CMG and Yo Gotti. I ain't gonna fuck with Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell him. But we've been knew this, man. We've been knew this. A lot of cats are telling on themselves, of course. A lot of dudes are running around here telling on themselves, making themselves hot, making the police job easy as hell. They're not really doing no real investigations. You think they really investigating these? Nah, they getting information. They sharing that information. They regurgitating that information. They building cases. As I said, Bim is not the only one. Bim's not the only one, man. Y'all got to start looking at a lot of these dudes sideways. A lot of them. Because a lot of them, you look at a lot of these dudes, like, you got some crash test dummies in every squad. You do. You know what I'm saying? Tekashi exposed that. He was running around here putting price tags on people's head. Telling this crash test dummies, yo, I got 20 bands for you. Go handle that. And dudes were stupid enough to do it. Bring them in. You know, and even that, they was trying to justify him. They was trying to justify what he was doing. You know why? Because they know something we don't know. They know that they all over. I swear to God, I thought I saw a picture of Whack 100 in a police officer uniform. I swear to God, I thought I saw that. I think I saw that like 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They had Whack 100 in front of an American flag in a police uniform. All of a sudden, he's a truck driver though. But would he be? I wouldn't be surprised. Yo, make sure y'all smash that like button when y'all coming on TikTok, man. Smash the like button, bro. Get more people in here. Share this live, man. You know, because again, I don't think people understand the magnitude and really like the sinister thinking behind all of this. Bim has brushed shoulders and sat in rooms with multi-millionaires, entertainers. Y'all think, again, they're regular people. I saw some shit about Beyonce a few months ago. Said she on all this stuff allegedly. And I'm like, it kind of validated her for me. Because she's a normal person. She's a regular person like everybody else. She's going to have some shit with her. I know we look at Beyonce in a different light than everybody else, but let's be real. She's a regular person. If a motherfucker ain't got no shit with them, I got to side eye them a little bit. We all do. We all do. Rich or poor, we all got some shit with us. But see, they can hide it a little bit better than what we can do. Like I'm seeing a lot of people bring their problems to the internet. Then you got a lot of people that don't. You got a lot of people that's not snitching on themselves. A lot of people are private. They keep they business inside their business. You know what I mean? And when we get this information, people act surprised. Why? How? How can you act surprised that, you know, somebody might indulge in some wild sex acts? You know what I mean? I'm not talking about, you know, with minors enough. I'm just saying with consensual adults. That doesn't surprise me. That, like, you know, oh, the husband cheated on the wife. Dude, what? What? How can you be surprised by that? People are out here fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, dude? We see that in our everyday life. Work relationships, both people got wives and husbands at home, but when they're at work, they sleeping with each other. That shouldn't surprise anybody. Oh, this person's using drugs. Really? Like, I mean, I'm not saying everybody smoke weed, but I mean, I'm not surprised by it. I'm not surprised by people self-medicating. Everybody got some shit with them. It kind of normalizes them. Like, oh, they human. They regular humans. You know, but like I said, a lot of people, they don't get, they business ain't put out there like that. So if you long for it, you want to know what's going on in some of these multi-millionaires' life or whatever, yeah, you got to get some inside information. You got to put somebody in on there. Like, what they got going on over there? I need to know. Are they paying their taxes? Do they got any like Shell or you know, offshore account businesses? And like, yeah, you know, they keeping their ears to the streets. They keeping their eyes open and they trying to, you know, see what kind of angles they could come at people with. We forget, man, cash rules everything. Trials cost money. It brings in, it keeps lawyers employed. It keeps judges employed. They putting all these bells on people here. Nobody can afford this shit. they can no longer live off of that racket. So they gotta go arrest the rich person. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't look at it from the business aspect, because trust me, the prison, and that's a big business. The court system is a big business. Every lawyer, anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 just to retain their services. They're not playing. So yeah, man, like you got a lot of this going on. Got a lot of stuff going on out here in the world. And I'm not surprised that Bimmy. If listen, I want to see some more. I want to see what other paperwork they got on him. What else? What else he possibly could? You know what I'm saying? Like make it make sense. You know what I mean? But when the pressure really gets put on him, because I don't think the story's big enough right now. People heard about it, they said, but I don't think nobody's surprised by it anymore. Nobody. I don't even think you can expose somebody. Oh, yeah, he told, like, that's not even exposing nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to, you know, the excuse he's going to use. I'm not a street cat. I stopped being a street cat back in the 80s and the 90s. I'm a businessman. He's going to spin it that way, and you're going to get people that agree, and you're going to get people that don't agree with it. But the problem is you can't be promoting that lifestyle. You can't come on here and talk about I was getting money into that and just conveniently leave that part out. Because again, it wasn't like he was just testifying against what he was, a confidential informant, allegedly. That means he was basically on the clock. He was on a payroll. He was working for whatever. This was an ongoing thing in layman's terms. This was an ongoing thing. And everybody, like I said, you're going to get some people make some crazy excuses about this, man. You're going to get people out here saying some wild shit, but nah, bro, like that's a little low. How long? That's what we need to know. How long this been going on? How long has it been going on? Obviously, it's not going on anymore. I mean, that's just my opinion. It could be, but you know, my opinion, because they wouldn't. And again, unless he really pissed somebody off, if he really pissed somebody off and didn't give the information that he's supposed to get, then yeah, I could see. But you got to think, why would law enforcement expose their own informants? That they usually don't do that. If you found some paperwork on the nigga that testified against somebody, yeah, that's different. But to find some paperwork about somebody being a confidential informant, that's leaked. That's purposely being put out there, probably to embarrass or make him look like a fuck nigga. Because I just don't see law enforcement doing that. I just don't. That information was put out there, and now he got a major shit stain on his name. I mean, major shit stain. Like, what are they supposed to do? I'm going to replay this Prodigy video. I want to replay this, John, so people can understand, you know, how deep this shit is. Oh. Again, rest in peace, Prodigy, bro. Rest in peace to Prodigy. He, if y'all recall, he died under some mysterious, like, bro, he choked on eggs, allegedly. EGG.
bringing it to the forefront, and I'm making it happen now. And I'm a powerful nigga because I got millions of fans with Mobb Deep and Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. I'm using that power. Pac was a powerful nigga too. Pac knew about all that shit. Why you think they murdered that nigga? It wasn't no rap war. It wasn't because he jumped that nigga Orlando. No. That's a motherfucking lie. The government killed Pac. The feds had something to do with it. They set that nigga up. And they had something to do with Biggie getting killed too. And then they tried to make it look like a rap war. Yo, if Pac was still alive, we would be on the same team. Why you think I said that in my rhyme on the Return of the Mac? If Pac was still alive, we'd be on the same team. We got bigger fish to fry than that nigga Supreme. And when the bigger fish I'm talking about is this motherfucking government, this corrupt ass system, and these motherfucking cops. Like fuck beefing with Supreme. Like nigga, like and whoever, and the niggas that set Pac up, I ain't even gonna say no names. They know who they are. Niggas that set Pac up in Quad Studio and had him shot. Yo, basically what I'm trying to say is fuck beefing with all these street niggas. And yo, we need to get together and fucking go at the government, son, the military.
I don't know if Prodigy and Pac would have like really linked up. I mean, it would have been nice to see. It would have definitely been nice to see. You know, Tupac and Prodigy and Mobb Deep. Because Prodigy was an ill cat. Prodigy was on to a lot of. I remember seeing Prodigy on Alex Jones. I remember seeing Prodigy on the Alex Jones channel talking about, the Illuminati and all of that, man. It's all alleged. I'm not going to sit up here and say it's a fact that all that the secret society stuff exists. I wouldn't be surprised, but I haven't experienced it. I'm not a part of it, so I don't like to speak on that. But when he talking like, yo, he believes that the government killed both two, and they made it look like a rap beef or whatever. Yo, shit can get real WWE, WWF type in the world. Let's not perpetrate. Let's not play those games. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seen a lot of manipulation on the public. We've seen a lot of a lot of mind games being played on the public. You know what I mean? And it's not the first time that I heard that, yo, it really wasn't an East Coast, West Coast rivalry. It's just, cats was popping shit. They was low-key promoting each other. And me being a content creator, I know how important that is. A certain person in these spaces say your name. Everybody coming to your channel. Everybody trying to check it out. The more you make the headlines, the more popular you get. What they say, all publicity is good publicity, rather it's good or bad. That blueprint just didn't start up with social media. That's been in the world of entertainment.
All these motherfuckers that's corrupting our minds, our brains, the Food and Drug Administration, Hollywood, you name it, healthcare, everything is connected. It's all crooked. They got this whole world fucked up. They got our minds fucked up. And that's what I meant when I said me and Pac would be on the same team. Because E-Money Bags and Majesty was Pac's homies. Stretch, Majesty's brother. They got killed in Hollis in his car. Who you think he used to run with all the time? The nigga was in mad movies with Pac. And I ain't realized that until me and Bags started getting mad cooler. When me and Bags started really, really getting cool and started really getting tight with each other, these niggas started telling me mad shit about, yo, Pac was our people. He used to be with us I was like, word? And Bags was the first nigga to tell me, yo, Pac was still alive. Y'all niggas would be down together. Because I would have squashed all of it. Bags told me himself, yo, I would have, and Madge was like, yo, I would have squashed that beef with y'all niggas, and y'all niggas would have been down with each other, yo. Because both.
Yo, rest in peace to Money Bags. You know what I'm saying? H Money Bag. Yo, his story's all over the internet too. And again, this all connects, man. Like, they all from the same Queens, all that. Prodigy, he from Queens. Like Bim, all them. They all from Queens. Supreme Team, all that. They all from Queens. So think about everything that's going on. You got Tupac and you know what I'm saying? You got Supreme Team, you got 50 Cent, you got Ja Rule, you got Mobb Deep. Yo, Bim was in the mix of all of that. Bim was in the mix of all of that. So, man, like that, this rabbit hole's a little deep. I'm telling you, this rabbit hole's deeper than what we think.
For y'all niggas had the same mind state. We both on some motherfucking fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Political shit. Like we not having it. You know what I'm saying? We on some rebel shit. Pop was raised by the Black Panthers. Man, I got so much shit to say, man. So much shit on my mind. I'm just let it out. Like, for example, why are they making all these movies right now about snitches? American Gangster, Frank Lucas. He's a fucking snitch. What's the other nigga? Nicky Barnes. He's a fucking snitch. Why are they making movies about snitches? Why there's no movie about Wayne Perry in DC? Why is no movie about Tulu Shakur and all these motherfucking niggas that's locked up doing life? You know what I'm saying? Because they on some real rebel political shit. Why ain't no movies about these niggas? You know what I'm saying? The only movies that you see made is like about snitch ass niggas, man. They promoting snitching. Hey yo, my man Eddie from Branson, you know what I'm saying, the buzz spot uptown. That nigga gave me a book back in the days.
Yo, I didn't even catch that part. Why? How come it's not a movie about Matula Shakur, Asada Shakur, Lumumba Shakur, like Zayd Shakur? Now I covered that on my channel. Y'all on TikTok, y'all know over 500,000 views. Asada Shakur, Matula Shakur, during the whole Dear Mama series that came on FX. You know, up until that point, I didn't know that Black Panther party that was in New York, they was really getting busy. They done broke Asada Shakur out of jail. She's still free in Cuba. Matulo, he just got released from prison because, you know, he got real sick, and I guess he got like a compassionate release, you know what I'm saying, due to health problems, and he's going to live out his last days as a free man. But yo, he right about that, because up until Dear Mama, nobody really covered the Black Panthers in New York like that. You know, they want to talk about the movie that recently came out. It was about Fred Hampton and whatnot, but they definitely need to do it like a documentary or a movie on the Black Panthers in New York, because they was really trying to be revolutionary.
Called snitch culture, and how America and the powers that be are promoting snitching. They want niggas to snitch on each other. They want people in the streets to call certain, if you see somebody that looks suspicious, look like a terrorist, call this number, blah, 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 blah. They want you to snitch. They're raising snitches right now in the millennium. They're raising a bunch of snitches. And that's not how it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck snitching. We got other things to worry about. Let's snitch. You want to snitch? Let's snitch. Like, right now, I'm snitching on the government. I'm snitching on the Illuminati. I'm snitching on the military. I'm snitching on the fucking religion. I'm snitching on some real shit. I ain't snitching on my brothers in the street. You know what I'm saying? You don't snitch on your brothers in the street. You snitch on niggas like the government. You let the world know, yo, these niggas is corrupt. These niggas doing foul shit. And you show the facts. And you show why and how it's all going down. And that's a real snitch. Because you snitching to your brothers about the government. You're not snitching to the government about your brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Peep that. That's some game for your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight like that, man. Come on, man. I would never tell on no nigga on the street and get a nigga locked up. Never. Ever. I don't give a fuck. Shit. Like, pee on some new shit, nigga.
Yeah, man. Yo, rest in peace, Prodigy, man. Rest in peace to Prodigy, bro. He was definitely an ill cat, man. You know what I mean? And you know, hey, listen, whether you agree or disagree with him. He brought up some valid points. He brought up some valid points. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. It's the world we live in right now. It's the world we live in. You know, and like I said, man, the best thing to do to combat something like this, leave the streets alone. Leave the streets alone, man. Start you up a family, get you a girlfriend, get you a wife. Enjoy your life. Your life is too short. Life is definitely too short to be rotting in a jail cell. Really, it really is, man. You know, but I'm gonna tap on out of here, y'all. I've been on here for over an hour. You know, I usually don't keep my live streams long. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and support all the good content that I'm dropping on a daily basis. Trust me, I'm working hard to bring y'all the best content I could possibly make, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. And you know, make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure y'all like the video, y'all share the live stream, you know, and you know, subscribe to the channel, man, because I go live sporadically, but now that school's back in, I got a lot more time on my hands, man. You know, spend most of my summer with the kids, man. I really enjoyed last summer. It was a beautiful summer, and you know, I'm ready to get back at it. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man, and support the content, y'all, because I'm dropping it on a daily basis, man. I'm gonna head on out of here. I hope everybody enjoy the rest of their Sunday, Labor Day tomorrow. I don't know if you're barbecuing or going to a beach or whatever, but make sure y'all enjoy yourselves. And remember, life is too short, man. Leave these streets alone. Leave these streets alone because there's snakes, there's snitches, they're all over. There's no escaping it. You know what I'm saying? Leave the streets alone. Get you a family. Enjoy your life and stay blessed. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.